back to the John Batchelor Show on 77 WABC.
At the end of World War II and the remaking of Europe. Churchill's gone, the new Prime Minister, Truman sitting there with a very short agenda, get Russia involved in Japan, make sure we don't have to pay for everything in 1945 the way we did in 1919. And Stalin, his agenda. Now, Stalin's agenda has to do with reparations. That's why he's been writing it on the beetle pad in front of him during the conference. Reparations for Stalin is a very different word than it is for Truman and Churchill. First of all, my understanding of the Russians at this point is that they had wreaked vengeance on Germany. Everything had been destroyed, stolen, abused, complete brutality towards the civilian population in addition to the mass murder that's been going on. But they strip everything they can get their hands on and take it back as well. They want $20 billion, they say, from the Germans. How do they want to get $20 billion? What's left to give them $20 billion, Michael?
Yeah, that's exactly the crux of the issue. This is what John Maynard Keynes had argued in 1919, and he's arguing it again in 1945, that you can't demand reparations from a country that doesn't have them to give. So Keynes doesn't necessarily want to flood Germany with capital, but the fear is if the United States, Britain, other countries put humanitarian assistance or money into Germany, the Russians will then just pull it straight back out. And that's something that the United States had done before with the Dawes and Young plan in the 1920s. And that's the nightmare. That's what James Burns, the Secretary of State especially, wants to make sure does not happen, that American money ends up, in fact, in Russia.
The way they're going to compromise here has to do with the sectors. As I understand it, the Soviets had a vision of Germany after the war. It was going to be the Protestant North, the Catholic South, and the Rhineland, the industrial part. That doesn't quite fit with what comes to be four sectors. How do they get four sectors for the four nationalities?
Well, what they end up doing is, in my view, what happens at Potsdam is they decide to do this to solve the reparations question more than to solve the political question that the plan you're talking about was designed to solve. So, in other words, what the Americans are looking at is the Russians, as you said, are taking absolutely everything out of Eastern Germany. If we also let them get reparations, if we also let them get cash, then they're going to get all the goods they took out of Eastern Germany, and they're going to get our money, in effect, because this money will have to either give Germany in advance, or money will have to feed in behind in order so that the German people don't starve to death over the winter. So Burns' solution is to just let each country take out of its sector the reparations that it wants to take out. And in his mind, this will recognize what is de facto happening in the East anyway. And at the same time, it will protect American money, so that American money and British money, if it goes into the western part of Germany, will stay in the western part of Germany. And in his mind, you don't even have to divide Germany. All you have to do is accept that principle that reparations will come out of each country's sector. And that's what he's thinking. He's not thinking of it as cutting Germany into two countries. He's thinking of it as a way to solve the reparations problem.
You have an ironic note here that Potsdam, the conversations about what is to be done with Germany, can be lifted from the Paris Hotel Crillon, 1919, Wilson, Lloyd George, and Clemenceau. Did these men or their foreign ministers, did they have that eerie sense that they were repeating themselves 26 years later?
They absolutely did. I think, to me, that's the most important thing about Potsdam. It's the thing that had me most interested. They are aware that except for the atomic bomb, everything that they talked about at Potsdam, Lloyd George, Clemenceau, and Wilson would have recognized right away. And that's the nightmare. What they can't do is have another conference in 25 years with another group of statesmen looking back and saying, hey, Truman, Stalin, and Churchill would have recognized these problems too. That's the problem that you got to solve.
We talked about the reparations, and they'll decide for each sector how that is. And of course, the Germans and the British and the French get a sector carved out of the German and American part, the British and American part, because the Russians won't give up what becomes East Germany. And why East Germany was such a ruin for the 50 years, 60 years after the war until the fall of the wall has to do with the fact that the Russians never understood investment or recapitalization, whereas the Americans